Yo, what's going on everybody, it's Riddick TV and welcome back to the channel. And if you guys are new here, click that subscribe button, also turn on post notifications, because in today's video I'm going to be presenting y'all the best defense builds in 2020 for Naruto to Boruto Shinobi Striker. So without any further ado guys, let's go ahead, let's hop straight into the video. Before we get into the video guys, I just want to give out a general disclaimer that the clips I'm going to be using in this video are actually going to be against bots, since I don't have the best internet connection here at home. But I am going to be showcasing these builds and how you guys should be playing these builds. So without any further ado, let's get right into the video. Before I get into the video guys, if you haven't already, make sure you enter in on the giveaway. The link is in the description below. All you gotta be is a subscriber to the channel, and there is multiple ways to get more entries, so all you gotta do is click that link in the description below. Now let's get into the video. So as you guys know, I like to incorporate one non-DLC build and some DLC builds, but this is going to be a little bit different. On my previous videos I did 4 builds, but in this one we're going to be talking about 3, because these are the most used builds in Naruto to Boruto Shinobi Striker. So let's get into it with our first build, which is the non-DLC build. So for the weapon, I'm going to be using the scythe. Now however guys, if you want to use anything else you can, but I would highly recommend the scythe for beginners because it does have a good combo move. Next we're going to be using the blast bomb. Now what the blast bomb is that you throw an explosive and it blows up, and it actually does a pretty good amount of damage against other enemies. So for our costumes, we're going to be using lightning speed and robust fighter, which boosts your max health. And for my accessory, I'm going to be using impenetrable, but if you guys don't have anything like this, you can just use any accessory. For my ninjutsu, I'm going to be using the wood style silent strangle jutsu. You get that from Yamato. I'm also going to be using snake thrust, which you get from Mitsuki. And I'm going to be using the normal substitution jutsu. And I'm going to be using Grandstand Mausoleum, and you get this from Gaara. So let's talk about this build. Now wood style silent strangle jutsu, what this does is it's a wood style, right, and it will strangle the user for a little bit. And the purpose behind this is that you strangle them up, so it sets up the snake thrust, which will do a lot more damage since it's going to be in the strangle. And you might be asking, why are you using the silent strangle? I thought it got nerfed. Well, actually in the recent update it got buffed, so it will do more damage. So that's why I'm incorporating it into this build today. So what you want to do is you want to silent strangle somebody, then you want to snake thrust and maybe do a blast bomb so they're really low, finish them off. Now what Grandstand Mausoleum does is that it will put them into a pyramid, right, and then it will explode, and it's pretty much an insta kill, but they have to be kind of close for it to work. So without any further ado guys, let's go ahead and let's go straight into the clips. Before I get into the second build guys, if you are liking the content, make sure to click that subscribe button down below because it really helps and is very appreciated. So let's get right into this second build. Now for the second one, it's going to be a DLC build, so let's get right into it. So for the weapon, I'm going to be using the blast sword, the release version. It's kind of new. It's not in the new scroll lineup. It is kind of new. What it does is that whenever you hit somebody, it will actually explode. It has to be a heavy attack, but it's going to explode on contact, which does a lot of damage. For my ninja tools, I'm going to be using the scientific ninja tool Rasengan, and you actually get that from adult Naruto. Same thing with the costumes, going to be using lightning speed, robust fighter, and impenetrable. For my ninjutsu, I'm going to be using demon hunter. You get that from Zabuza. I'm also going to be using snake thrust again from Mitsuki. substitution jutsu, and I'm going to be using Reaper Death Seal, and you actually get that from Hiruzen or the 3rd Hokage. So let's talk about this build. I went with Demon Hunter because this is probably one of the best jutsus for the defense type. What it does is that it will cloak you into a demonic aura, and it will charge at an enemy, and if you actually hit the enemy, you'll actually kind of get some health back, which is really nice as a defense type. Now, same thing with Snake Thrust. Snake Thrust is also a healing type ninjutsu, so if you were to hit your opponent with the Snake Thrust, it will also heal you, which is super good. I went with the normal substitution because of the cooldown timer. If you guys want to use something else, you are more than welcome to. And I went with Reaper Death Seal because it's basically a guaranteed kill. You guys will see in the clips following this build what the Reaper Death Seal really does. It doesn't actually kill you like how it should in the show. However though, it is a really good ultimate and I would highly recommend it. So let's get right into the clips.
Like a worthy opponent.
And moving on to our last DLC build, guys, I'm going to be using the Twin Sword Release, and you get this from Mei, the healer. It's a little weird, but you get this from Mei. I'm going to be using the Blast Bomb again, and same thing for the top and bottom skill and the accessory. I'm going to be using Lightning Speed, Robust Fighter, and Impenetrable. So let's move on to the ninjutsu. I'm going to be using the Uchiha Flame Formation. Now that you get this from Obito. I'm also going to be using Demon Hunter from Zabuza again, and I'm going to be using the normal substitution again, and then I'm going to be using the Water Style Super Shark Bomb Jutsu, and you get this from Kisame. Now let's talk about this build. So the Uchiha Flame Formation, now what this does, it kind of acts like a wall, like a protective barrier around your teammates. It's super helpful, and it will also boost their defense, which is really good. Now going on to the Demon Hunter, like before, it does a little bit of damage and you get a little bit of health if you hit the enemy. Substitution Jutsu, I chose that because of the cooldown timer. And the Super Shark Bomb Jutsu, why I chose this is because it covers a lot of range, and if you were to set it up perfectly, you could probably get at least 2 people with it. It's a really good ultimate and I would highly recommend it. So let's go into the final clips. Alrighty guys, that's going to do it for the end of this video. If you guys did like this video, make sure to give this video a like, you subscribe, and you also leave a comment down below of what your favorite range build is. Also guys, I want to wish everybody a happy holidays. I hope everybody is staying safe with the coronavirus and stuff. So yeah, without any further ado guys, my name is ntbss, and I will see you guys in my next video. Peace!